Alright. I think what we'll do... I'll probably prioritize the map segments that have quests in them currently. Like, so we can get a quest and then we can do a step of a quest. So we'll do that and kind of work from there. Plus quests are prio. We're going to be working on all of them today. I think we'll be able to go through them pretty quickly. But yeah, we have this is part of a plus quest here anyhow. But while we're in the region, might as well head over to any quest pickups we can do.
Do you think he was the only one who survived?
Even weirder science, my goat.
We're just gonna fall into line.
That's a sequel to the movie.
What can I do?
Or I guess it completes the trilogy.
If we're not careful, we'll undo all the dame's hard work.
Oh, Clive. What am I to do? My
don't know.
lords and I may soon be without a home.
What's happened?
The High Cardinal has descended from his lofty throne and taken up residence here in Northreach.
The High Cardinal?
Leader of the Council of Elders, second only to his Radiance at the head of the Imperial government. Not that any of those things still exist. Now he goes by his noble title, the Duke of Oriflamme.
And what does he want with Northreach?
He wants to transform it into a military stronghold, a foundation upon which to build a new Sambrek. He's already secured the support of the various army remnants, with promises that they shall be afforded the respect they deserve in his empire. One built on the confiscated property of the people.
He would rob the populace to pay for it.
Believe me, I have used every means of persuasion to discourage him from this folly. But for whatever reason, he will not listen to me.
What does Captain Philippe make of this? When the town was under attack, it was him the soldiers rallied around. Couldn't he use that influence again?
How? By speaking out against one of the most powerful men in Sambrek. A man whose stated aim is to revive the empire Philippe's comrades swore to serve, and to improve the soldiers' lot within it. The captain can offer them a regular supply of gruel, and an occasional trip to the Vale to help them forget the terrors they face each day. The Duke offers them a vision of strength and safety. No. Any attempt to incite mutiny would cost Philippe the support of his men, if it did not cost him his life. But given the mood around town, mutiny may yet be unavoidable. The people have little appetite for further deprivation, least of all when it serves only to elevate others.
And who could blame them?
Clive, would you appeal to the Duke on my behalf? For your services to Northreach, you have the respect of the soldiers, and they will take you to His Eminence if you ask them. And unlike Philippe, no bonds of loyalty prevent you from speaking your mind to the man. Well, will you try? You could hardly fare any worse than I did.
I'll see what I can do.
I'll see what I can do.
Thank you, Clive.
Tell me then, where will I find this Duke of Oriflamme? In the garrison?
Overseeing the troops, yes.
All right. Wish me luck.
I'm gonna take a wild guess this guy's gonna be really weird. And I don't
I
mean...
may have met this Duke before,
I don't trust this.
at the Remembrance ceremony.
If we're not careful.
Let's hope I didn't make a strong impression.
And you're just gonna
I don't mean in the weird science sort of fashion. Oh. Oh, because it's not tracking. That's why. Oh yeah, it is.
One at a time now.
Halt! Oh, sorry about that. You're the dame's man, aren't you? You got some business with the captain?
No, actually. With the Duke. I was hoping I might be able to speak with him.
We're under orders not to let any civilians pass. But you should be all right. His Eminence has heard all about you and your heroics. Wait here. I'll go and ask.
This guy seems... I mean, I'm pretty sure we've seen him in cutscenes.
So, you are the sellsword who lent his aid to the garrison. The Empire owes you a debt, and I shall see it repaid. But tell me, is it wealth that you seek, or favor?
Neither, Your Eminence. I thought only to inquire about your plan to turn Northreach into a stronghold.
Ah, I see. You are worried the expanded garrison will render your services redundant.
Yeah,
Yet
that's
you
it.
needn't be. A proud fighting man like yourself shall always have a place here. Pride of place, in fact. For too long has the contribution of the noble soldier been under-reckoned. But no more. For it is they who shall see the Holy Empire rebuilt, beginning right here in Northreach.
Why here, Your Eminence?
The town has been fortunate enough to escape largely unscathed from the recent troubles. Her defenses are sound, and her garrison well prepared. Which is more than can be said for Oriflamme or Twinside. The Empire wants for a capital, and I believe Northreach to be the perfect place. With Caer Norvent as her citadel. Once we have seen to the refortification of both the town and the castle, we need only build a wall around both to create a city that would be the envy of the twins. Plans are already underway for the construction. Soon enough, these thralls shall learn that they are no match for the might of Sanbreque.
I fear you underestimate how dangerous these creatures are, Your Eminence. Should they return in force, you will need all the people of Northreach to come together in defense of the town. Something they may...
That's a sentence I never thought I would fucking read. They're gonna build a wall and make the Akashic pay for it.
be loath to do if they've been deprived of their worldly goods.
The people will do as their leaders command.
What a world we live in.
Sanbreque is to be rebuilt. She will require a functioning government. One whose authority is beyond question. That is why this levy is necessary. So that any man who wishes to join the army might do so and be fed, outfitted, and paid as befits a defender of the Empire. And yet there are those who persist in peddling the treasonous lie that I seek to steal from the people and drive them from their homes.
I suspect they're afraid of losing what little they have left.
Precisely. The common folk have little and less, and you mean to deprive them of even that. You would sow the seeds of your new empire in your own salted earth.
Sabine, we have discussed this.
Yes, and I told you then how putting the empire before her citizens would lead only to revolt.
Without an empire, there are no citizens.
And in yours, there will be only beggars. Is that what Griga wills for her people?
Do not take her name in vain, Sabine.
I'll come back later.
We just dipped on out. That was not
Citizens
productive.
revolt. I wonder what the people really think of the Duke's plan. It wouldn't hurt to ask them, I suppose.
Yeah, I
Let's
mean...
begin with those on the other side of the wall.
Oh god. We also... I just want to take off the tracking for now.
You are embarrassing me.
Wait. Oh, it's just gonna add it no matter. I see. So this one. And we'll put that one on.
You're embarrassing yourself.
So it doesn't remove it? Okay. Kind of weird, but alright.
Do you think he was the only one who survived?
Hello.
All right there. What is it you're after, sir?
Just your opinion, actually. I wondered what you thought of the Duke of Oriflamme.
Oh, him. Not much. None of us traders do. It's thanks to nobles like him that we had to set up shop this side of the wall in the first place. Couldn't have the rabble getting any closer to the holy capital, could they? And now he's trying to drive us out completely, threatening to take everything we got from us if we don't clear off. If the dame said she wanted him run out of town, I'd be straight through that checkpoint, tar bucket in hand.
Okay, the markets aren't a big fan of him, at least.
And to think I would be lying under a pile of rubble in Twinside.
A question, if you don't mind. What do you think of the Duke of Oriflamme?
Don't get me started.
Oh,
Build
please
a
do.
life for yourself somewhere, only for some noble to turn up and tell you you've got to hand it all over to him. If he thinks his name and his chains give him the right to empty our purses, he's in for a rude awakening. We'll do whatever it takes to keep what's ours. Whatever it takes.
Yeah. Seems to be adding up to what we were predicting.
Sell anything today?
As much as you, I'll wager.
I've been hearing a lot of talk about a certain duke.
Nothing good, I'll wager. Going around acting like he owns the place. And with hardly a word to the dame. This is her town, not his.
I take it you'd rather she was in charge.
As far as I'm concerned, she still is. Just need his eminence to sod off back to Oriflamme.
Well, the people seem united enough. What about the soldiers?
So go in here. I mean, the soldiers are probably going to like him. Like, this seems...
Then it's lucky we stayed here.
Was that shouting I heard from the barracks?
Man. I feel like there's some satire to be had here. Symbolism, rather.
One at a time now.
You. You're the one who was talking to His Eminence.
On the dame's behalf, yes. I was trying to persuade him not to take the people's goodwill for granted, but it seems my words fell on deaf ears. What do you think of his plans?
I'm a soldier, mate. He tells me what to do, not the other way round. Listen, I've got nothing but respect for the dame, but I've got a family to look after. That's where my loyalties lie, not with the town or the Empire, but with my wife and children. If the Duke can get us the men and the equipment we need to fight off those blue-skinned bastards, I don't care how he does it.
Shoot. Alright.
I hear the Duke of Oriflamme plans to turn this town into some sort of fortress. Do you think that's a good idea?
It's not for me to say. All I know is that unless the Emperor orders me otherwise, His Eminence's word is law. Look,
Well...
no one likes all these taxes and tariffs, but empires don't come for free. Once Sanbreque is back on her feet, we'll all reap the benefits.
So that means that the less fortunate should have to suffer for longer until they can guarantee Sanbreque will be
We already
Up to
have
par?
a leader in the Dame. It's not only control of the garrison he wants, it's the whole of North...
Excuse me, do you have a moment? I wondered if you'd mind sharing your thoughts on the Duke of Oriflamme.
Well, he's made a lot of enemies coming in the way he did. But, I mean, look around us. You can see the state the realm's in. The traders might not like having the screws put on them, but if they volunteered a few more of their hard-earned gil before things got bad, maybe they wouldn't have to. I think the Duke's got a point when he says rebuilding the Empire's the best way of making sure we're all protected. And if that means people who don't know one end of a sword from another have to make way for those who do, well, that's just how it goes.
Let's see what Philippe makes of all this.
Who's to say they're back on their feet? Or when they're back on their feet? Exactly, like... I feel like that's kind of at their discretion, almost. Because they're trying to rebuild an empire, effectively. And... you know, just gauge the people.
Welcome back.
There we go.
Give you any trouble?
None worth mentioning.
Captain, do you have a moment?
For you? Certainly. Clive, wasn't it? Thank you for last time. How can I help you?
I wanted to ask you about the Duke of Oriflamme. Do you intend to go along with his plan?
But to tell you the truth, I'm in two minds. It's my sworn duty as a captain of the Imperial Army to obey his orders. But I can't say I agree with him.
Philippe, I remember you saying that you became a soldier to protect the people you loved. The Dame included.
That's right, I did.
Well, she doesn't agree with the Duke's orders either. She thinks they could tear Northreach apart.
It's possible.
And she's probably right. Thank you, Clive. I know what I need to do now. Protecting the people I love is what matters. Doesn't matter how. Well, duty calls, so I better go. Thanks again.
It seems Philippe wants to do the right thing at least. I expect Isabel will be pleased to hear that, if nothing else.
Let's head back to Isabel.
Well, what do you think?
What do I think?
We already have a leader in the Dame.
No chance.
There she is.
Ah, Clive. How did you fare? Were you able to speak with the Duke?
I was, but...
We interviewed a bunch of people along the way. It ain't looking good.
So Northreach is to be a fortress after all. Well, it will certainly help to hold back the thralls. There's no denying that. Though I doubt it will come as much consolation to the townspeople whose worldly goods are confiscated to pay for it. They deserve to be heard, Clive. To have a say in this new empire the Duke means to build.
Sadly, His Eminence values their obedience more than their opinions, and hopes to reassert the authority of the state. I fear he sees the people as mere pawns on his chessboard to be sacrificed for the greater good. Needless to say, they themselves are of a different opinion, and would rather their destinies were in your hands. The soldiers, meanwhile, are content to follow their orders.
Yeah.
And not just because of the Duke's rank, but because of his vision.
I thought as much. Had I sworn to protect Sambrek, I dare say I too would want nothing more than to see it rise from the ashes. Thank you for trying. But the battle is lost.
Can't be that simple,
I
right?
don't know about that.
Oh?
What happened to your uniform?
I handed it in, along with my resignation.
Oh,
Told
shit.
the lads I wished them well, but that I owe it to those I love to call it a day.
Why?
Because I realize what really matters to me. Not following some nobleman's orders for the sake of it, but protecting what I care about. Protecting Northreach. I honestly don't know when those monsters will return, but I'm certain they're not finished with us yet. And when they do come back, we need to be ready for them. We need to stand together, all of us. And with you to lead us, milady, I reckon we can do it. It was you who finally convinced me, Clive. There's no point following orders if they go against everything you believe.
Yeah.
Indeed.
All of us, standing together. That has always been Northreach's best hope, and one which still lies within our grasp. We have only to turn our attentions to the true enemy. Thank you, Philippe, for showing me what I must do.
Anything for you, milady. Speaking of standing together, would you mind if I borrowed a few of the lads from the Vale to help keep watch around the town? I fear His Eminence has loftier tasks in mind for the guard.
Not at all. Be my guest.
Wouldn't be the first time.
There may be hope for Northreach yet. Especially with men like you and Philippe to champion our cause. I, for my part, shall continue to work upon the Duke, in the stubborn belief that I might still tempt him into joining hands. But I suspect I shall have to call upon your aid again. Until then, Clive.
I mean, keep me posted. That's all it takes. There we go. First quest complete for the day. A little bit of materials. And we have even weirder science down here. Hey, fast travel. I actually need to check on something real quick, chat. So I forgot to grab it before stream. But, we'll return. It won't take that long. Alright. Let's head to even weirder science, which is all the way out there.
He'd have our coin, our stock and our stores, and we're just supposed to...
I was about to say, if I couldn't jump over that fence, I would have had words. It would have been not very good words.
Faster!
Well, there goes the gill. I don't really know why I put the way marker there. Doesn't really need to be there. Wait. Thought I was going the wrong way. Ah, yes. We have all the fallen over here.
I'll need to deal with these ones first.
Okay.
Let them go!
Too slow. Nice try.
Let's get that going.
Muhammad!
to find this spherical echo.
There we go. Easy enough to
This
see.
is it. Right then. Just two more to find.
Okay, so we're good in Sambrek for now. We've got to head out here. I think we'll go to Martha's Rest first. We'll just work our way kind of like counterclockwise, zone-wise. And by going to like main capital point, which is Martha's Rest here. Northreach, I'd consider it since, what's it called, is gone. The Lost Wing.
Doris should be somewhere nearby. Assuming she's still here.
Just because the heavens have gone to rack and ruin, it don't mean we have to.
What are you after?
I'm after everything. Ooh. There's a rhyme piece.
There you go. Thanks very much. There you go.
We lost the 69.
Take care out there, eh?
Sucks. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, let's talk with Martha first.
Ah, Clive, I was just about to send for you. I'd like you to take something to Sir Wade up in Eastpool. Seeds for planting. Thought it was about time they started growing their own food. I'll keep providing them with whatever they need in the meantime, of course. But if Eastpool's going to survive, it's got to be able to fend for itself. As of those poor bearers. They've lived their whole lives in servitude, but now they're their own masters. Small wonder they ain't got the foggiest how to provide for themselves. So it's up to us to teach them. And if you're wondering why you, well, the Wagoneers taking supplies up that way have been coming back with more and more reports of Akashic around the village of late. Sir Wade's putting a brave face on it, but I think even he's starting to worry. And if he's likely to share those concerns with anyone, it's you.
Alright. We'll deliver these seeds to Eastpool.
Alright.
Thanks. Wouldn't ask if I didn't have to. There. That should be enough to keep them in Gazal Greens for a few years at least.
Ooh.
Gazal Greens.
Not the most mouth-watering crop, I'll admit. But they're hardy, they grow fast, and they fill a hole. Better that than something that'll wither away at first frost. And chocobos love 'em too, which is no small thing. When I say all of us need to pull together to get Eastpool back on its feet, I mean all of us. They ain't exactly succulent, but cook 'em right, and they're just about bearable.
I'll take your word for it.
Anyway, Sir Wade'll know what to do with them. And if he don't, well, I'll go up there and show him myself.
I'm sure you will.
Rekindling the flames, too. Alright, let's go back out. Let's try to look for... was it Doris?
It doesn't still hurt, does it?
Oh.
It's
There
been
she
a
is.
pleasure, Doris. Just like old times.
I'll give your offer some thought, my lady.
How goes the investigation?
Sid, what brings you to Martha's Rest?
You. I heard you were out here on your own, tracking our slaver. I trust you're being careful.
Of course. And it had to be me. The bearers from the Dragon's Eyrie confirmed a long-held suspicion of mine that the slaver we've been tracking is an old acquaintance.
Oh,
She's
man.
no fool. If we'd come in force, she would have spotted us straight away, and then vanished without a trace.
That was her just now, wasn't it? So, was it a fruitful reunion?
I'd say so. She tried to recruit me. Seems her time in Rosaria is coming to an end. She's abducted bearers from across the region and is looking to smuggle them back into Sambrek. After her brush with those beastmen on the road to Northreach, she hired herself an Imperial escort, which she wants me to join. She's dangerous, Sid, but I think I can stop her.
Then I'm going with you. I'll take care of the escort. You can see the bearers to safety. Where are they?
The Baum Archers, soon to break camp. You go on ahead. I'll follow once I've sent word back to the hideaway.
Okay. Phoenix, heal thyself, rekindling the flame. 2. Okay, we got a lot from this section, so. There's Phoenix, heal thyself. That's for the medicine. I forget exactly what the pickup was for that, but we could go to the Aldhill Docks, then take this pathway up here, and then we could just run through into the ruins over here in the Shallop Rock. That would knock 2 side quests out. Sure, there's the Spawn East pool, but going there is cursed.
Ambrosia won't help me here.
In this abandoned city.
Run like the wind.
Oh, whoops. Yeah, it's the bridge over here. It's just hard to immediately see the direction sometimes. Because sometimes quests are not on the tracker on the right like they should be, in fact. Need to do that one. Take that one off for now. Not drifting chocobo, I live. I feel really bad at the drifting. That was okay.
Good. They haven't broken camp yet. How did Doris come to know a slaver, I wonder?
We've waited long enough. She's not coming. Ready the bearers. We're leaving.
Back to civilization, is it, Mom?
With all haste, lest any of you lackwits start talking like these feckless bumpkins. I presume your men are ready.
Wait, what did she call
We've
them?
suffered too many delays as it is. Any more and I'll be docking your pay.
Yes, Mom.
Oh, but before you go, it appears we have company. Kill him.
Well. Huh.
You're welcome to try.
That toxic. Oh, it's you. Alright, come at me, asshole. What? I saw it. Oh, nice dodge. I saw the dodge, like, or the line about to be aimed at me, but... Got him. I saw the line being aimed at me, like, off-screen for the caster, but... when I tried to play the dodging on it, it did not work out well.
So much for your escort.
You'll forgive me for not avenging my men. I'm not the swordswoman I used to be. I surrender. Do with me as you wish, Sid the Outlaw.
Sid!
Ah, Doris. I take it you're not here to rescue me from our brooding renegade? You know, I always wondered where you'd vanished to. But casting your lot with this criminal of all people.
Better fighting for a cause than killing for coin. I'm sorry, Sid. I should have told you sooner. This woman, my former master, once trained bearer children to be weapons in service of the highest bidder. She raised me like a daughter, and I did terrible things to earn her favor.
It wasn't all terrible, surely. We had our fun, too. You were always so eager to learn, and had such clever hands. All my other children took either to the blade or to the books. Always either or. But you proved yourself a master of both. That's why I kept you for my own. How about it, my little dagger?
Ew.
Care to swear that blade to me again?
I never swore my blade to you, nor will I ever. I fight for a higher cause, to liberate the bearers of this world. Farewell, Master. Thank you for making me the weapon I am.
You always were a righteous child. Perhaps that's the reason I loved you so.
What do you want to do with her?
I am not the killer she wanted me to be.
You could see her brand scar.
Not anymore. And she no longer has friends in high places.
I assume you're talking about Doris,
The Dame
not
does, though. Her connections at the
slave
Imperial
trader.
Court will see that justice is done.
All right. If you're certain.
I am. And thank you for everything. Now, I better let these bearers know that they're safe.
She was probably under
Put Cole's mind at ease.
her for a while. So it makes sense if she had that brand. And she probably removed it after she found her service to be more worth it in Sid's regime.
Welcome back, Sid. Doris's message just arrived. I hear you saved more bearers from being smuggled across the border.
With any luck, they'll be joining us in the hideaway shortly. Oh, and your letter. You don't need to worry about Doris anymore.
I'd been hoping as much. She mentioned one or two things in her report. So the slaver we'd been chasing all these months was her former master. Wish I'd known. She's been arrested, by the way, over in Sambrek. Went quietly, or so we're told. And she won't be getting off lightly. The Empire may have no love for bearers, but it's none too fond of black market traders either. Can't have been easy for Doris.
I'm sure it wasn't. But don't worry. She'll be all right.
Hope so. Suppose you should know, eh? You had quite the past yourself before you came here, or so I understand. Anyway, thanks again, Sid. The Cursebreakers would be lost without Doris. And you, of course.
Keep up the good work, Cole.
Very good. This actually put us back in the hideaway, which I'm surprised by. I don't need to do anything here currently, so we can head back out. I was kind of hoping... like, since I traveled there, it would let me do this quest and then run into the Shallop Rock. But it immediately teleported me back, which is unfortunate, but also not the worst thing. Let's do even weirder science. We'll run over there now. Gives you time to buy the last elixir while you left. It's not like anyone else is gonna buy it.
Let's go.
I almost went past the bridge again. Or rather, I did go past the bridge, but I almost completely ignored it. Okay. Oh, there's a salamander. Just chilling over here. Okay, surely. Oh, what's this? Oh, it's already open. That's what I thought. This guy here.
Too slow. Too slow. Nice try.
I don't think this is worth it. Yeah, no, I could have done more damage if I just held off. Could have done a little more damage if I just held off of that. Here's the spherical echo.
2 down, 1 to go.
And that's in the Republic, I assume. Dameki Republic. Alright, 2, 3 roads. We'll run over to the Phoenix Heal Thyself. feel like we haven't been in this spot in forever. Oh, I'm stuck on a bush. Who'da thunk? Oh, I have to go this way? I'm like, oh, we can wrap around, clearly. Run in the water, maybe.
Here's the aqueduct. Now to find our stone wart. Yote mentioned blood-red petals.
Ah, man.
Just my luck. Well, I won't be picking anything till they're gone. There's only one thing for it.
Just distracted there. I'm looking at the goblins.
Too slow. Nice try.
It's 64k. That's acceptable. Could have been a little better, but I think that's acceptable. There it is. Gather? Okay, there we go.
Here it is. Better collect as much as I can before reinforcements arrive. All right.
There we go.
That should do it. Let's get these back to Yote.
We're not done. We got one more thing in Rosaria to do. We have to go to Eastpool, chat.
Ah.
Hello, Wade.
Lord Rossfield. What brings you to Eastpool?
A delivery from Martha.
We have some Gasol green seeds. While Chocobo odor Gasol greens, their human masters find them significantly less toothsome, turning to them only in times of hardship, most often after their faithful steeds have already been added to the pot. Scary. Rude thing you're doing to your pet.
These are Gizal green seeds. Martha's keen to cut the apron strings, then, is she? I jest, of course. You see, I had thought we might be able to revive the old wheat fields, but they'd long since gone to seed, only without the seeds.
Martha was hoping you might be able to show the bearers how to plant and tend these, so that they'll be able to fend for themselves.
That's not a bad idea. These bearers had only recently escaped their bonds before we brought them here. They know little of freedom, of providing for themselves and their loved ones. Unless we teach them how to live like free men, I fear that all we have achieved in bringing them here is to exchange one master for another. Not that myself and the Guardians have been the best example to them so far, subsisting almost entirely on Martha's charity as we do, it's about time we all started to provide for ourselves, bearers and guardians alike. Unfortunately, we've been a little too busy of late to focus on much besides bolstering our defenses. There have been alarming reports of...
The Horde is closing in.
Oh no.
They're coming, so wait, all of them.
Damn it all, I thought we'd have more time. Gather the men in the square. Send to the rest for reinforcements.
Yes, Sir Wade.
The Horde.
A Kashek, a veritable legion of them. They've been seen prowling around the northern reaches for a while now. We don't have the numbers to hold back a swarm that size. I had hoped to build a perimeter wall so that myself and the Guardians might be able to defend the village, but...
Now you're out of time.
Precisely. If reinforcements from the rest arrive before they do, we may just scrape through, but I fear that's rather an enormous if.
What if you could call on reinforcements from Eastpool?
You mean the bearers? We brought them here so they might live, not die fighting for their lives.
So wait. You said you lack men to defend the village. Are the bearers not men? Do they not wish to see Eastpool saved? Though they may not be trained soldiers like your guardians. What help they are able to offer could still prove the difference between victory and defeat.
You're right, my lord. I
Nice
will
Zara.
appeal to them. My friends, I humbly beg your aid. We Guardians are few and our enemies many. But I swear we can defeat them with you at our side.
They do not look.
Us to the slaughter.
Yeah, he'll look
Serves
ecstatic for
bait
it.
for those fiends so that you and your men might be spared. And to think we trusted you. Say what you will. A home is not worth dying for.
But it is worth fighting for. Sir Wade fights to give you lot a chance. Just like I do. Just like Sid does. We all wanted to give you a home where you could be free. And you got one, didn't you? This place. Eastpool.
Map theme. It's map theme and
This is
30
your
FPS cutscene.
village. Your home.
Proper animations.
And if you don't fight to protect what's yours, you'll lose it. You know I'm right. This world wants to take everything from you. Everything. Your homes, your freedom, your very lives. So then, are you going to stand by and let that happen to you? Are you going to accept fate like good little Bran did and die, having never stood up for yourselves? Or will you fight like free men and women?
Is the frying pan her weapon of choice? PUBG! Oh man.
What are you doing?
All right. Give me a sword. I never dreamt I'd have a home of my own. And now that I have, I don't want to lose it. I will protect what's mine, or die trying.
We all will. Free men and women, fighting together. For Eastpool!
For Eastpool!
Thank you, Martha.
This is
Don't
promising.
mention it. Just promise me one thing. That you'll show them how freeborn fight.
Gladly.
Well, if it was numbers you were lacking, you certainly won't be now.
Thanks to you.
Me? Oh, I just love the sound of my own voice.
Lord Rossfield, my lady, we're ready.
So what's the plan of action?
We'll divide our forces into several small detachments, each made up of guardians, bearers, and guards from the rest. These will position themselves at strategic points around the village. Upon engaging with the Akashic, each detachment will keep the creatures occupied as best they can, steadily retreating all the while.
You're going to lure them into the village?
I am. We will have neither the time nor the resources to treat the wounded, so injuries must be avoided at all costs. Instead, we will focus purely on defense at first. By coordinating our withdrawal through the use of messengers drawn from among the bearers, we will aim to have the swarm converge at a point of our choosing. With luck, that point will be the village square, the perfect place for our most able warriors to surround them and fall upon them, and for you and I to finish them off.
A sound plan, but one that'll require a leader with a cool head and strong nerves to coordinate the retreat. I'd say you have both in abundance, Sir Wade, but you'll be needed. Please, leave the last of the fighting to me.
Ha! And let you have all the glory.
Sir Wade, they're here.
Then you know what you must do. We work together, everyone playing their part, each shielding the other that no man might fall, that Eastpool might live on. For Rosaria!
For Rosaria!
Or Rosaria.
We've no time to argue, my lord. I'll do as you ask.
And I will do as you ask.
Suppose we'd better do our bit too then, eh?
Right you are, Martha.
Okay.
The calm before the storm.
Ooh. It's gonna be
Here it
hectic.
comes. I will not let this village fall. Too slow.
One more. Okay, perfect. And then goodbye to this bird. Something is giving them buffs. We don't like that.
Let's roll ready.
That? Really? That didn't count as a dodge? When you come at me. Was that delayed? Got him. I'm surprised there was no mini boss there, unless we're about to fight one. It's always plausible, I'd say. A lot of materials.
Looks like that's the last of them.
Lord Rossfield, change of plan.
What is it?
Owl from the rest. An Akashic curl's been sighted on Rhiannon's ride and is headed in their direction.
Well, the better half of her guard is here.
We got a
So wait,
Carl.
how many Akashic remain in East Pool?
Carol.
Hard to say. My men are still facing some resistance, but I think the worst is behind us. I could order a detachment or two to fall back and...
No. Let them finish the job. You stay here too, Sir Wade. Your men need you. I'll go after the Curl. Join me only when East Pool is won.
If you're sure, my lord. May the Founder protect you.
Okay. This is an easy rundown. So we will go in that direction. Straight across the bridge.
Next one's mine.
Hopefully I'll be able to mount. Okay, there we go.
Ready, girl?
Yeah!
So I could basically just keep going in this direction. It's probably just in that section right there. Is it not? Oh, there he is. Sneaky bastard.
There it is. With me, Torgal.
Ow.
Too slow.
Good name. Bander Curl. What is Bander Curl? What's the significance of the name? Oh, just because it's fair. This guy, he's getting all lasered. Just immediately toppled over. This guy's... He's gonna need a bander aid. I'm funny.
All right.
-2.
Back to East Pool.
Hey, God.
Lord Rossfield, the Curl, is it?
It's dead.
Thank the Founder for that. And for you, my lord. We were able to eradicate the rest of the Horde. I have guardians posted around the village to keep watch for further attacks, but all seems quiet for now. I hesitate to say it, but I think it might be over.
Yay.
I think it might.
We did it. We saved Eastpool. Thank you, my friends. Thank you.
Akashic Dragon where?
No, Sir Wade.
Surely.
It's us who should be thanking you. You brought us together.
Even though
Showed
we
us what
fought
it
one at the
means to
very beginning
fight
with
for what you hold
Sid,
dear.
but... No,
We never
details.
had nothing to call our own before. We didn't know what it meant to protect it, but now we do. We really do.
Forgive us, Sir Wade. You and your people saved us, and still we doubted you. But there's no doubt in my mind anymore. We're free men now, so we have to start acting like it. We have to fight to protect what's ours, to protect Eastpool.
And we shall.
So hopeful.
We all shall. Together. This is our home. And if anyone or anything tries to take it away,
they'll have us to answer to.
Come on then. Let's get to work.
This village isn't gonna rebuild itself.
Is this finally where Eastpool has like a recovery arc? Dawn Trail has quest with a happy ending. True.
no. They're Rosarians. Your father took pity on the bearer's plight, and I believe if he was still with us today, this is what he would have wanted.
I believe you might be right.
I shall remain here, my lord, and do what I can to help rebuild the village. After all, this is my home now too, and I could hardly call myself an Eastpoolian if I didn't pull my weight.
I think you'll find it's East Pudlian, Sir Wade. But you should be proud all the same.
East Pudlian. Who wrote that one? I feel like Eastpoolian makes sense. I don't know about the Pudlian. Maybe I need some context for grammar and how you'd properly say the name. But that's just too funny.
Too. Can't have the rest getting outclassed. Speaking of which, I ought to be getting back.
Can we continue to count on your support, Martha?
Of course, and I'd be counting on yours too. Us Rosarians have got to stick together, haven't we?
Indeed we have.
And Clive, come by the Golden Stables when you get the chance. I ain't paid you for delivering them seeds yet.
All right, I will.
It'll be wild. After this quest, if there was just an Akashic attack again, and there was a fucking flood.
First mission together, clearing the goblins from the Stillwind marshes.
How could I forget?
There's one sight that I shall never forget. You, facing off against that giant Morble. Not a trace of fear on your face.
You should have seen me do it 2 more
There have been
times.
more than a few times when I felt like giving up. When the odds seemed so stacked in the enemy's favor, I thought I may as well just lay down my sword and surrender. But every time I would think back to the look in your eyes that day and remember what it means to be a shield. Know that whatever trials Eastpool may face, I shall never lose courage. Thanks to you.
So Wade, you have always been a true shield. I know that Eastpool, and indeed all of Rosaria, will be safe in your hands.
Thank you, my lord. I know the rest of the world will be safe in yours.
I'll do my best.
I'm glad. This is good. It's a very nice story. Right. Back to Martha's Rest. I'm glad we have Wade, who returned to us a long while ago. This is a very humble character. Funny in the very beginning, but obviously as it got more serious, he stepped up, you know? Where's Biggs and Wedge?
Hero
True.
returns. It's lucky you came by when you did, eh? Not only did my seeds get delivered, but you went and saved Eastpool and all.
I just did what I could.
And it's only right that you get rewarded for it. Take it before I change my mind.
Hog. We're
Thank
gifted.
you,
So, Eastpool's finally back on its feet again.
Mm-hmm.
And a home to free bearers. Who'd have thought we'd see the day, eh?
Well, it was your idea.
I know that, but I never stopped to think what it would mean.
I got scared for a second, chat. I thought my monitor had a fucking dead pixel.
Thinking for themselves, working for themselves. Like your hideaway, but not even hidden away. Though I suppose the rest ain't much different nowadays. You know, bearers living free like that reminds me of when I first met Sid. Loath as I am to recall that particular day.
I take it you didn't always see eye to eye. What happened?
Well, if you really want to know, I started doing what I do long before I met Sid. In fact, that's how I met him. Or at least how he came to meet me. He showed up at the stables one day, asking questions about who'd been buying up bearers. Founder knows what he thought I was doing with them. Running a hunt, poking around in their innards. Something awful anyway. Me, I thought he was a new constable. Thought the game was up. But somehow we both managed to work out what each other was about. And before I knew it, the cheeky arse was rattling on at me about how I was doing it all wrong. After all my hard work. Told me I was giving them relief, but not freedom. That my bearers were still dying as slaves. Got right under my skin, it did. Told him if he didn't like it, he could bugger off and report me to the garrison. And do you know what he did? He smiled. And then he laughed. And then I did the same. We made a pact that day, that whenever one of us was in need, the other would always be there for him.
And you were?
Well, we both wanted the same thing. To make life better for bearers. Just like your dad. Do you know I was born right around the time Elwyn became Archduke? Growing up, I saw how he tried to change things. He certainly didn't lack for ambition, that one.
Indeed. But the loftier one's ambitions, the harder they are to achieve. Which is why those of us who follow in their footsteps need to finish what people like Sid and my father started.
Suppose you're right, aye. And if we don't manage it, there's always them who come after us. Good thing we've got a few half-decent sorts waiting in the wings, eh?
Just a
It's
few.
Almost enough to give
Maybe
you
a
a little
couple.
bit of hope.
Just a little.
Anyway, enough nattering. Better get back to work. Let's see about making everyone some dinner, shall we? At least the folks who saved Eastpool deserve is a hot meal. And you and me ain't gonna save the world on an empty stomach neither.
That sounds like a wonderful idea.
Okay. There we have it. Rekindling the Flame 2 completed. Oh, there we go. We got the signboard for Martha's Rest. The emblem of Martha's Rest, personal fiefdom of the Golden Stables, indomitable landlady. To those with no love for the Empire, the settlement stands as an island of safety in the sea of anything but. Very nice. Okay. We should be done in Rosaria for now, so we can move to the southern parts of the region in... We'll go to the Crochet Echoes, because we got a plus over there. And then we'll go check out maybe Balil... I'm sorry, the, Dalamil Inn. And then we can go just straight across this way, it looks like. Yeah. Am I thinking... You may run into something you don't want to fight. Uh-oh.
You deserve a rest.
But... I mean, these guys are chill. I do see a bomb over there, though. The bomb has me worried. Oh no, it's a Woken Hunter. What? Oh, I accidentally typed B again. Come at me.
Too slow.
There we go. Here's one. What is Torgal doing all the way over here? Shoot him. Yeah, there you go. He shot. We're way off the beaten path right now. Oh, we have a bomb errant. I didn't realize it was what it was called.
Nice try.
Oh, I tried to dodge it twice. Damn. Nice. And then we've got the spherical echo.
That's all of them. Owain can uncross his toes now.
Oh. I think I know what you're talking about now. I think I know what you maybe right now. We'll do Dalamilian, because we got that out of the way. We will go to Dalamilian and solve our problems there. Who needs help here? Is it yep. I forgot your name, Blue Boar.
Stop it, Renz! It's dangerous!
That's a stick. If he kills someone with a stick, he'll be a hero.
Clive! To what do I owe the pleasure?
I just wanted to see how the town's been faring since you brought everyone together.
Since we brought everyone together, all is absolutely wonderful. Conrad and Natalie's hands remain safely away from each other's throats.
That's good.
Firmly at the helm. Our stores are full, and the bandits still too disorganized to raid them. Just as the good Lady Jane and Lord Underhill intended.
You a lord? Lubor's going to be one too. They're going to make him the Lord of Dalamil, because of how he stopped all the grown-ups from fighting.
It's the mayor of Dalamil, dear child, and the vote hasn't taken place just yet.
Mayor!
But if the people wish me to lead them, I shall. And my first act will be to build a school so that menaces like you two learn not to interrupt your elders. Speaking
That's
of menaces, there may be a rather worrying one just over the horizon.
May there indeed.
I'm afraid the example Conrad and Natalie set in putting aside their differences and presenting a united front might have caught the bandits' attention. And they might have elected to take a similar approach. They have formed what one could call a League of Outlaws.
Oh no.
And they grow more organized by the day.
Wait. The League of Outlaws. Isn't that just Lou? They named themselves after a toilet.
Fight them all off just like last time. No matter how many of them there are. Won't we, Lubor?
Of course we will. If we continue to work together, we can overcome any challenge we choose to face. The longer we avoid facing this one, the more difficult it will be. Until the only way to overcome it might be to run for the hills. Our best hope is to nip this deficit organization in the bud. By finding those ne'er-do-wells who have yet to join the cause, and ensuring that they never do.
You know what's crazy about this game? Completely off topic. I've never heard ne'er-do-well said more in a game than the setting here. So many people say ne'er-do-well. It's just common vocabulary.
Lord Underhill might be willing to lend us his aid once more.
How could I refuse? We'll lend Lubor our aid.
How could I refuse?
Thank you, my lord. Victor will fill you in on the particulars. I have him stationed by the desert gate, receiving and collating reports from my scouts.
Damn it.
Such an amenable soul. He reminds me of you.
I'll go and speak with him.
Okay, we have lines in the sand. Okay. Which is right there.
Between a lord and a mayor?
A League of Outlaws. Sounds like we have some competition. Still in Dalamil, Victor?
Ah, Sid.
I thought you'd have returned to Cosnis by now.
I did. Then I came back. I've developed something of a fondness for the place.
You want to see me do it again?
Having worked so hard to see it saved from one fate, it would seem remiss to abandon it to another. A sentiment Master Lubor certainly isn't shy about exploiting. Hence my doing his bidding yet again.
You're not the only one.
What does he want you to do?
He asked for my aid in putting down the bandits. And he said that you might be able to help me find them.
Then you've come at just the right time. I was on my way to speak with Conrad about how to organize our forces. There are more camps in the vicinity than we can safely strike at once. But we must strike together, and we must strike soon, at as many camps as we can. We can't give this league of theirs time to rally its forces.
All right. Which camp shall I take?
There's one upriver. Just out there, across the dunes.
Leave it with me.
Okay. Just gotta head all the way out here. That's not too far, but let me run over to the shop real quick. I'm gonna get rid of this arrow because it's kind of confusing for no reason. At least you're in the Velcroy Desert. I have a feeling we're gonna want to avoid Velcroy.
If there's one thing we've learned over the past few moons, it's that we're stronger when we stick together.
He's out here
and
again.
If having a mare can help us
My customers can't seem to get enough of these balms. Perhaps my fool of an apprentice wasn't so foolish after all.
There's actually a shit ton of them. Oh my god. But where is his apprentice, man? Wait. He's over there? No, it can't be. That's meat. I can't believe... Is he actually dead? Did he die on screen? And I'm just, like... three-heading right now.
We need someone who can bring the whole...
I miss that guy.
Anything I can interest you in?
I relate to him on so many levels. Okay. And... It said there was a new thing here, but I don't
An excellent choice.
Maybe it was just a song that I moused over that we
Go
already
with
had.
Gilbert.
I didn't see a red icon
Good day,
though,
my lord.
so maybe it was just like one of the ones at the bottom. Probably the color and crackle. Oh, I just went too fast? Oh, damn. Heart of Stone.
Go with
It's probably one of
Gilbert.
those two. Okay. Let's head on out this way then. That is a nice detail though. They went back. Oh wait, it even says read.
My customers can't seem to get enough of these balms. Perhaps my fool of an apprentice wasn't so foolish after all.
Is that we're stronger when we stick together. And if having a mayor can help us do that, I'm all for it.
Mustard and mandrake.
Fresh silks from the Canva caravan.
Chad, I'm torn to shreds right now, I'm not gonna lie. I am torn to shreds.
Those ne'er-do-wells want to band together. Let them.
He said it again. See, ne'er-do-wells. Yeah, he was just a little. He was a baker boy. He used to be a miner, and then
Ready, go?
the mining job did not work out for him. He missed his home, what he considered his home. But he managed to move past that and enjoy his true craft. It's a salamander. Fight that. I will say something really dark but also funny about just a sign in giant bold letters just saying never forget. It's incredibly, man. It shouldn't be that funny.
Dimension. Come on then, Toggle.
That's him! The one who killed Locke and Fingers! Take his head off!
We killed Fingers? You piece of shit.
Nice try.
Come at me. No, you are not. We are not doing this. We are not curing off of the. Okay, we're gonna stop that. I am dog shit, but we redeemed ourselves. Damn. Died to Starfall. Okay. Some more materials. It was a very short-lived league.
Sid, where are you? Ah, I see the bandits didn't pose you any trouble.
No, but that's not why you're here, is it?
No. Something's happened. We need you back in Dalimil.
What is it?
The whole town's in uproar. They're saying that Lubor is a bearer.
Huh? What? Oh no.
Seems that one of our parties wasn't as thorough as they should have been. They let one of the bandits escape, and his escape route took him right through Dalimil. Some of the children spotted him, and he was about to silence them. And when Lubor felled him with a bolt of magic, and without a crystal.
But that's not possible.
It is if he's a bearer and has been hiding it all these years, which is what people are saying. If he has, well, I wouldn't blame him. No man is branded by choice. Still, all those people see is a man who's lied to them all his life. One who was made a leader of himself when the world believed he should have been a slave.
Fuck.
I don't know where we go from here, but I know one thing. Lubor needs all the friends he can get right now.
You're right.
Damn. I wonder if his shop is empty.
And now everyone knows. I made it a habit to keep a crystal close at hand for just such an occasion. And when that occasion arose, I forgot to reach for it. Well, it was bound to come out sooner or later.
We're sorry, Lubor. We tried to keep running, but we just couldn't anymore.
There's nothing to be sorry for. I rather enjoyed playing the hero for once. All that matters to me is that you two are safe.
Look at him talking to his betters like it's nothing.
All lies, I'll wager. Just like the ones he fed us all these years.
Once people make up their minds, it's hard to change them. We need to do something, and quickly. Convince the people not to let their prejudices blind them. Convince them that nothing has changed. That their enemy lies outside these walls, not within them.
You're right. We should speak to everyone.
I'm glad you agree. I'll handle the townsfolk. I'm a Dalmec born and bred. They listen to me. You head to the tavern. Make Conrad and Natalie remember who Lubor really is. They know that Lubor and I are friends. I might not make for the most impartial of interlocutors.
It's fair.
Lord Underhill of Randalar's League of Merchants, however, is a trusted and impartial mediator of note.
I'll do what I can.
I can't believe they're really sticking with the Underhill
Stay here
shtick.
with the children. I can't promise anything, but we'll try.
And that is all I can ask of you.
Why are you taking the bearer's side, Victor? Are you one too?
You know I'm not. Just listen.
It's crazy how they just immediately drop everything based off of an action of pure... what's the word? Lubor put himself... Oh, lines in the sand, yeah. That makes sense for the quest name. But Lubor put others before him well before this incident, and he's punished for it.
Knew all along that he was playing us for fools.
And we fell for it. We followed him. A bearer.
This town's gonna destroy itself, just watch.
Forgive me for disturbing you, but could I have a moment of your time?
I've seen your face before.
As have I. Lord Underhill, wasn't it? Of the League of Merchants.
That's right. I wanted to speak to you about Lubor.
The rumors that he's a bearer. All true, I'm afraid.
He'll never be mayor now. Not if I have anything to do with it.
But what of his wares? Bearer or no, his steel is highly valued throughout the Republic. In this at least he's done the town a service. Might that not earn him a little leniency?
Leniency? He pretended to be one of us when he was laughing behind our backs all the while.
I'm sorry, my lord, but he lied to us. He lied to you. He cannot be trusted.
So what do you propose? Will you drive him from his home? Close his forge?
Perhaps. That is a question for the people of Dalimil, and they will thank you not to get involved.
These quests
Townsfolk
really
have made
piss
their
me
minds
off.
up. There was nothing I could do.
Nor I. Conrad and Natalie refused to consider anything but their own wounded pride.
You never know. Once their anger is cooled, they might see things differently. For now, we should report back to Lubor.
All right.
Like, consider this.
Why do they always...
Consider this. If Lubor didn't do what he did, 2 kids would have just died. And because he forgot to use a crystal at the same time, people now think he is a liar, a scoundrel, a thief, and not to be trusted, and no better than trash, basically. Just because of this. So on seeing you go through the same emotions I went through on my first playthrough, it's disgusting.
outside.
Why the hell would Victor take the bearers?
Like, listen to that. We tried to help this town. We tried to keep them safe and not destroy each other. We saved them from bandits. There are literally bandits outside this perimeter, ready to destroy this town and take it over for themselves. And they're getting pissed off because a guy can use magic without a crystal? Wait, the Chimera here? Yeah, honestly.
I assume the situation is hopeless?
There's still hope. But...
But perhaps not in this lifetime, I think it's fair to say.
You mustn't think like that, Lubor. Give them time. They'll come around. We'll talk some sense into them in the end, you'll see.
No, you won't. And your efforts would be better spent elsewhere.
But Lubor...
Rosina would often tell me that steel does not lie, that a blade is a reflection of the smith who forged it. To yourself be true, that was her point. Rather an ironic one when you consider that her life was taken with a blade of her own making. But I do not doubt that she was always true to herself and what she believed in, right to the end. And so must I be. I must do what I know to be right, no matter what others might think of me. And now, I know what that is. I must embrace my new role of villain so that the people of Dalimil have something to unite against. For only united can they hope to stand against the threat that awaits them. I'll need to make a suitably dramatic exit, of course.
Don't go, Lubor. You're the only one who was ever kind to us. We'll be all alone. Again.
Trust me, little ones. It is for the best that I go. Not only for the town, but for you, too.
How could it possibly be for the best? These children need you. The least you can do is give the townspeople a chance to change their minds.
They would not take it, Victor. It's over.
Over, you say? And so just like that, you're going to throw this town and these children to the wolves? I thought you were better than this. But it seems you had me fooled as well.
Victor.
Forget it. Do what you will.
You sure you're making the right choice, Lubor?
Of those available to me, I believe it's the best one. Yes. Ah, but where are my manners? Here. A reward for clearing out that bandit camp. Right then. I have packing to do.
If there's anything I can do. Anything.
I'll bear it in mind. Thank you.
Bear. This is a bear. It's funny. That's tough. What a shitty situation. A lot of magic ash from that.
Why didn't he tell us?
It makes you wonder if there are some people who are fine with it, but they're afraid to speak up. Like, in this instance. Like, why didn't he tell us? Maybe they would have been fine with it. Oh, goodbye, Lubor.
If you're going to try and convince me to stay, save your breath. I will not put those children at risk.
Yeah, I'm sure Lubor could help out Blackthorn. I bet that would go well. Speaking of Blackthorn... Oh, wait, I was thinking... Oh, there is something in Baklad. Yeah, let's go to Baklad. You know, I was saying that. I'm thinking of the wrong town. Dravos was the town I was thinking of. We'll go to Tabor, then. We'll see what's in Tabor.
Welcome, welcome.
Okay, we got
Take
all
care.
those. There's a Stolas right there. Oh, hello. Cyril.
Lord Rosfield, is there aught the Undying might assist you with this day?
Perhaps. My brother said that your order was helping him with his quest to uncover Ultima's origins. Have you learned anything of note since last we spoke?
Little unless, I regret to report.
I see.
Be assured, however, that we will not rest until the truth is known. Even now, our archaeologians scour ruins in every corner of the realm for traces of Ultima's touch.
Fallen ruins, I take it. Dating back as far as Phoenix Gate.
Indeed. Ultima's thralls are oft sighted among the remnants of the fallen civilization, as if protecting the secrets concealed within.
Secrets we'd see unearthed.
Should our methods be of interest, my lord, mayhap it would please you to observe some of our number at work.
Would that be possible?
Of course. A survey is being conducted not far from here. Perchance you are familiar with Kretov, a small hamlet built around a fallen airship. I was due to visit my colleagues there to collect their preliminary findings, but if you would consent to do so in my stead, I'm sure that they would be honored to relate any discoveries they have made to you directly.
Alright, we'll collect the surveys, or the survey team's findings in Cyril's stead.
Alright. I'll go and meet with them.
They will be most gratified, I am sure. Might I suggest you take the road through Titan's Wake? It will lead you straight to the village after but a short walk.
Thank you. I will.
I wish you a safe journey, my lord. May the Firebird's flames burn ever in your heart.
Duty undying. Eh. So we gotta go through this way. I see.
A village built around an airship. Sounds like another Lost Wing.
Aren't they all Lost Wings? Let me actually, we'll go to Gilded Path. It's a tiny bit faster, and then we'll run straight. Just because I'm already out here, and I can
run like the wind.
Jump onto my chocobo. Ah, we're under attack. The drifting just feels strange sometimes. Hello, Guru. What the fuck? That was pretty fucking awesome, I'm not gonna lie.
Let's go.
He charged right in the back of us and then just walked away. That was awesome, dude. I've never seen that before. I discover so many funny things when I play games on stream, don't I?
Don't get surrounded.
Hold on, Ambrosia. Okay, you still got your other eye. Good. Shout out to that. I haven't done that in a minute. Oh, excuse me, pardon me. Oh, nice. We have a little port right here. Kretov. Assuming we gotta open this ourselves. Do we have a little fight occurring here? Ooh, that's not good. That's pretty bad.
Oh no. You'll pay for this. There may still be survivors. Too slow.
You know what would be a really cool variation of like an upgrade system for some of the accessories? AoE increases. I think being able to increase lightning rod's like area of effectiveness will be super nice. Being able to increase like cone sizes for other skills. Fool's Gold.
Whatever that thing
That's
is,
a new one.
I'd say it's their leader. Nice try.
Oh no, how did I miss that? I'm cringe. This guy, holy shit. Oh, I didn't know you could do that.
Nice try.
Okay. I hit wrong buttons. Fool's Gold should be dead at least.
Farewell.
Yeah, I don't know why I didn't just... I think I was trying to do... I think I was trying to pull out Garuda. I just hit the wrong button, though.
Should have stayed in the past. These must be Cyril's colleagues.
Yeah.
You have our thanks, stranger.
Ooh, other colleagues. You're alive.
Who are you?
Ah, forgive me, my lord. I did not recognize you. You are Lord Rosfield, are you not? We are archaeologians, tasked with surveying this site. When the echoes appeared, our brothers here occupied their attentions. Thanks to them, and to you, we were, for a mercy, able to see our duty to its conclusion.
Unrelated notes. It's been a minute since I've messed with, like, FF14. And even looking at, like, their mining stuff. Archaeologian sounds like it'd be a really cool lay of the land job. Where you're going out and discovering shit. I don't feel like that's the case, because I feel like there's already stuff like that in the game, so it doesn't work, but just a name thought.
A mercy. Your brothers might still be alive if you put their safety before your duty. Surely this survey wasn't worth dying for.
We are charged with uncovering Ultima's origins. A duty of the highest import, as I'm sure you will agree.
And you think your dead brothers would agree with you too?
I know they would. They gave their lives for the cause, an honor to which all Undying aspire. Now, to what do we owe the honor of your presence, Lord Marquis?
Cyril told me of your work here, and I agreed to collect your findings in his stead.
I see. That is most kind. Pray, take them then, with our humble thanks. May the Firebird's flame burn ever in your heart, as it does in ours.
So we got a little bit of insight into how
One
these...
thing to lay down your life for another. But for a survey...
Yeah.
I suppose I'd better get this back to Cyril.
Survey's questionable. Minor job kind of overlaps, yeah. That's kind of the thing I figured. It would be cool if there was something to the effect of, like, archaeology and WoW. But, kind of on a similar note, I'll be real, I don't think archaeology's been updated since, like, BFA. Maybe Legion. Legion was definitely, like, the last time I messed with it, but I honestly have no idea. Open the gate. Oh, does that give us, like, a shortcut? That's sick. Yay. Out on the open lands. I didn't realize there would be things like that. Oh, is that what, like, half these fucking... I guess there's not as many here now, but that's what, like, all of those, like, do not cross signs were? Was, like, you just couldn't enter because you had to go the other way to open the shortcut? That one's kind of like weird, because you probably wouldn't use it anyway, since you, like, maybe if there was a quest out here, but you would probably port to Kretov anyway, or as quest log. Okay, that's fair. That actually makes sense too. Ooh. But yeah, I don't think... I'm pretty sure Legion was the last time they touched archaeology. Which kind of sucks, because I really liked that profession.
Let us continue then. There is a second path further in.
I shall prepare the parchment.
The other thing, too, I thought of is, like... maps exist. You'd think War Within would be a great time to bring it back? Yeah. I'm surprised they didn't kind of embed delves into the mechanic and use some things with archaeology. I'm pretty sure they just genuinely forgotten archaeology exists. I'm like 90% sure that's what it is, because they just... I think the other issue, too, is the way the profession works. Doesn't... it doesn't seem to synergize with the profession system. Or I don't, maybe they wouldn't know how to meld it.
You are returned, my lord.
I collected your colleagues' preliminary findings. Here, take them.
We have the Kretov report. A scroll containing the preliminary findings of the Undying's ill-starred venture into the ruins of Kretov, sealed with the wax imprint of a phoenix feather.
My thanks. I shall study them, and inform you forthwith if I discover aught that might aid you in your fight against Ultima.
Cyril, your survey party suffered several losses in Kretov. Losses which could have been avoided, had the others not chosen to complete their work, instead of saving their friends. Were these your orders?
No. This was their choice. Every Undying devotes his life to the service of the Phoenix. It is our sole duty, and should we die in discharging it, so be it.
Even when death is avoidable.
My lord, I fear that this is not a point over which it would be fruitful to argue. The Undying have served the Phoenix for countless generations, and your opinion of our methods, however earnest, is not like to change them. We live to serve the Phoenix. Our very order exists for that purpose, and that purpose alone.
Cyril.
So that means we should just talk to Joshua and tell him to be like, hey guys, do your job, but avoid death, please. Sign a waiver.
I know that you and your brethren answer only to Joshua, but allow me to offer you a word of advice. It does not further the cause of the Phoenix to have his loyal followers surrender their lives without good reason. Provide your survey parties
to
with an
take away
escort,
their power, true.
that they might live to do their duty for years to come. Think not only of how you can serve the Phoenix, but how Joshua would want you to serve him. Please. For all our sakes.
I thank you for your advice, my lord. If you will permit me to respond, our faith in his grace, Joshua Rossfield, is absolute. And we of the Undying will do what we believe is right to fulfill our duty unto him. As first shield to the Phoenix, I am sure you understand what it means to do one's duty.
I do.
Then we are of the same mind. And it is my hope that we may continue to do our duty together.
That seemed like he danced around our response. I don't know how I feel about him. Ooh, we got Ice Age cooldown reduction. That's cool. No pun intended. Alright, now... Oh. What's that popping up? Now we go to Bakla. This is our last side quest over here. And then we have a turn-in back at our main place of operations. Trading places 2. Oh, this is continuing with,
Clive. You'll be pleased to know that the negotiations are progressing well.
That is good news.
His sister, I think.
Yes. Our comrade in Randala has just sent word that the contract should be signed very soon. But I still have much and more to prepare. It's a huge undertaking moving this many bearers at once. You couldn't do me a quick favor, could you?
Absolutely. What favor?
What is it this time? More wild beasts?
Nothing like that. I just need you to go over to the caravans and ask El how long we have until the bearers arrive. Find out exactly how much faster I need to get all these supplies moved.
All right. I'll go and ask.
Thanks, Clive. I owe you one.
1,500 gil for this, damn. I haven't been really looking at the quest rewards, but it kind of increases quite a bit as time's gone on. Sus? Uh-oh.
Don't blame yourself, El. This is their fault, not yours.
I know, but...
No buts about it, all right?
Is something wrong?
Vonnie came to give me a message from our intermediary. The talks with the Republican army have fallen through. They've reached an agreement with the Silver Peak Consortium instead. Though prices have fallen of late, we deliberately offered above the going rate to try and deter other bidders. But the Consortium offered double what we did, and the army jumped at the chance.
Damn, dude.
You had no opportunity to make a counteroffer.
None at all. And we were so close.
El? What's happened? I saw Vonnie leaving. She didn't look happy.
And with good reason.
I can't believe we got undercut at the last second.
But I thought we were the only ones the Fist was speaking to about the
Or I guess
bearers.
outbid.
How did the Consortium even find out about this?
It's not so surprising. They have ears all over the Republic. This isn't over. The Consortium will have to sell these bearers eventually, and at the price they paid, buyers will be few and far between. I'm going to Randalar myself.
Alone? You sure that's wise?
Are you offering to be my bodyguard? How kind. Meet me at the checkpoint near the capital gates. I'll send an owl ahead and request a meeting. You go to Cashlock, Theo, and get everything ready. We've waited far too long as it is. Even if I fail to free these bearers, there will be others. Someone needs to prepare the place and keep any prowling beasts at bay.
Oh, and that's me, is it? Well, it looks like I'm following orders till she gets back from meeting the Silver Peak Consortium, who've been doing their best to undermine our scheme. She'll never join them after this, surely. No, she said it herself. She still has plans for Cashlock, even if this one falls through. She means to stay with us, then. I can't say I'm not happy to hear it, but... is this what she really wants?
You have to trust her.
Very awkward time to think about this, I feel like.
It's what she wants now. And if Elle's off fighting for the cause, I should do my part too. So I bid you farewell and safe travels, my friend. I'll gather my men and leave for Cashlock. We'll make sure the place is well stocked and defended. You go to Randalar and see if you can stop my sister biting the Consortium's heads off. If she won't consider her prospects, someone has to.
I'll do my best.
Okay.
All right. To Randalar, then.
I don't think we've gone to Randalar. Maybe we have. I honestly don't remember. No, wait, yeah, okay. Ignore me, chat.
To not keep Eloise waiting.
What's happened?
I'm like thinking of a bunch of different things.
What I wouldn't give for a hot meal.
Looks like this is the end of the road for us.
Bro's the thinker right now. Nah, I think my head's just kinda... to put it bluntly, dented.
Yeah.
I think it's been a little bit of a long day as well. Not in a bad way, just tired. Headphone thank God I don't have that. No. I actually did for a long time. I don't have a headphone dent, but there was a time during like a period of work I used to get, because I wear hats on my head, and what I would do is I would like really compress them down and like readjust the top constantly, because it felt like uncomfortable with like, because at work I'd have to wear like a hairnet, and sometimes it would feel uncomfortable, so I'd have to readjust and whatnot. What started to happen sometimes is I would scratch the top of my head very lightly with like the little, I don't know what you call this piece, like the little metal prong that keeps all the angles of that, and there'd be like a very tiny scratch on the top of my head, and I would feel an itch up there one day. I didn't realize it until this moment, and I went up to like scratch the itch, and I felt the spot where I was scratching, and it was just like, oh shit, that's a thing. So I had to stop doing that, and now I wear my hats typically like a little bit higher, just so I don't, at least at work. With the headphone, it's not as bad because I don't really have anything like underneath, just other than my hair.
Straight home now.
Hello. Oh, she... Yeah, go, get the fuck away, dude. This is a quest. Need every deal we can get.
I didn't keep you waiting. Did you arrange to speak with the consortium?
Here they are now.
Oh.
You wish to consult with me?
I did. It's about the bearers you recently purchased from the Fist. We had all but finished making arrangements to buy them ourselves, and then you stepped into the fray.
You misunderstand. The consortium had an interest in purchasing them from the very first. It was only our regard for you that kept us from bidding. But your hesitancy in accepting our offer to you suggested that the regard was not mutual. And so we resumed our business.
I did not hesitate. I am simply not inclined to make such decisions without first giving them due consideration. But what is done is done. Come then. How much do you want for them?
Alas, you are too late yet again. We rarely take on such unconventional merchandise without a purchaser in mind. The bearers belong to him now.
Who is your buyer?
A trader from across the water. A most demanding fellow, if it's any consolation. He insisted the bearers be fed, dressed, even given their own bunks for the voyage over. That's what you get when you deal with continental types.
I wouldn't know.
Oh yes, the culture on the continent is quite different to ours. They pay good money for bearers not fit for the knacker's yard, and treat them like kings. But as long as they pay...
That does sound unusual. No matter then. If they've already left our shores, there's little that can be done. Allow me to withdraw my interest. And with it, my interest in joining your organization.
My associates will be sorry to hear that.
Should have done the taunt. Oh my god, I forgot about the taunt ability. I don't think I've ever used it. Wait, I should use it if I'm trying to bait dodges.
So am I. But I only have myself to blame. He was right, you see. The Silver Peak Consortium did intend to buy those bearers before I did. Their representative hinted at a possible purchase when he came to recruit me. I feigned interest in joining them in the hope he might be encouraged to tell me more, and he did just that. As soon as he left, I sent my own offer to Randalar.
So you never...
No. I entertained the Consortium's proposal solely so I could learn more about those bearers. But I was a fool to think they wouldn't find out. I knew exactly who I was dealing with.
You tried.
I did. And if what he said was true, the bearers are to be well treated. Which is something, at least. But they deserved more. I wanted so badly to see them freed.
Eloise! Eloise! Word from Cashlock. The village is under attack. A pack of beasts have come down from the mountains, and there's a dragon at its head.
A dragon?
You and the others are trying to hold them off as best they can, but the odds are against them. They need help, and fast.
Theo!
I'll go on ahead.
Thank you, Clive.
I'll gather some men and join you there. Just make sure he's safe.
All right, off we
Hold
go.
on, Theo. I'm coming.
Okay, we'll go to... Wait, is that? Well, we'll go to Layton's, or Layton's. You know what's wonderful about this game?
Ready, go?
The loading screens are so fast. I think the longest of them is usually when you first start the game, but traveling between areas, it's so quick.
Time to fight.
It's so nice. Maybe that's partly because of my system. Ooh.
Back to the stables, go.
Surely no dragon.
Where's Theodore?
Upriver!
Oh, fuck.
He led the dragon that way to keep it from the village, but the whole area's flooded with ether.
Oh,
Just
no.
have to pray he makes it out in one piece.
I can do better than that. Torgal, with me.
Oh, that delays the color change when you do that. That's funny. You like vocal charge magic on Bahamut? I don't know if I've seen it. It's very, like, arcane-like. You know what actually reminds me of? Metroid reference. Metroid Prime specifically. The light beam from the second game.
Where are you, Theo?
It's very colorful. Metroid Prime 2 Echoes enjoyer. Echoes was a goated game. I do think the first game was better, but I think I like Metroid Prime 2 very well. Hey, okay, you know what? Hey guys, get down here. I like Metroid Prime 4. I will say, like, when they debuted the stuff for it looks promising. Except people are super critical about it for no reason. I think standards for games have gotten way higher over the past, like, 5+ years. We have an Ether Flood and 7,000 dogs. This looks good. Where's Theo, though?
The ether's too thick. These creatures have already turned. Too slow.
Alright, and then we do this. think that was worth it. I think that was worth it.
I can't waste any more time. I need to find Theodore before that dragon does.
Yeah, but what about what?
Looks like it's found me. This thing's turned as well. This isn't going to be easy.
It's okay, it's only level 36, not level 50. We'll be fine. However...
Nice try. Too slow.
Practice on the S rank, true. Wait, it's literally the same fucking moveset, dude. He's gonna do... Okay, never mind. I thought he was gonna do the charge down.
Bet you're all ready.
I think I could have done a little bit more. Yeah, no, I could have done way more. Dragon dance. Oh no. Oh man, he's gonna do. Oh man, he's gonna charge at me, guys. And I blocked that? It's almost like I did this exact same fight yesterday. I'm gonna gouge him. That was an epic timing there. Oh. I was on the wrong one. Lol. I thought I was gonna block there with Garuda, because they're both the icons that's on the bottom are green. Very nice. Where's Theo? Oh no, it's a 30 FPS cutscene. This is bad.
Clive? Theodore, you had me worried for... We have to get you out of here.
I think it might be a little too late for that. Bearer or no, there's only so much ether a man can take, and that Drake just wouldn't let me leave. You have my thanks, Sid, for finishing what I could not. For keeping Elle's dream.
Theodore!
Don't make me do this.
Stop it, Theo! Stop!
Stay back, Eloise!
This is bad.
And so will you!
Elle.
Theodore.
Take care of my sister.
Theodore, wait.
Goodbye, Elle.
He died not even realizing she planned to join the consortium. Or she never joined, planned to join it, yeah. Fuck, man. They got us with a side quest.
Thank you, Clive.
That's
I
tough.
think I'll be all right now.
That was true bravery he showed. Leading the dragon away from the village like that. His first instinct was always to protect people. To put others' well-being before his own.
And now he's gone. Because I sent him to that place. Against his will.
It wasn't against his will. He was ready to do whatever it took to show you he could stand on his own. So that you would finally be free to live your own life.
To live my own life. He never could come to terms with the choice I made.
What exactly happened? You once told me Theo was the first bearer you ever helped.
We grew up in Canva. We were born to one of the great trading houses. And I was chosen to inherit the family business. I had my father's head for figures, you see. Theo did not. While I studied the art of commerce, he played at soldiers instead. A late bloomer. In more ways than one. For unlike most bearers, it wasn't until his 15th summer that his powers awakened. My parents tried to drive him out of the house and into the care of the constables. But before they could, I took him into mine.
Theo told me something else. He clearly admired your devotion to the cause of freeing others like him from slavery. But he said you deserved a better life than this. He wanted to free you from what he called your bonds. just as you freed him from his.
I would be lying if I said I had not wondered from time to time how much easier my life might have been if I had allowed Theo to be taken and devoted myself to the family business instead. But I have never regretted the decision I made. Being with my brother meant more to me than tradition or reputation. I only had to look at him to remind myself of that night and the choice I made and the fact that I would make the same choice again in a heartbeat. He was never a burden. How could he even think that? If anything, I was the one who weighed him down.
You weren't, Eloise. He said it himself, that he had always been grateful to you for saving him, and that he wanted to repay you by letting you live the life you were denied. Neither you nor Theo weighed each other down. You loved one another. You did whatever was necessary to continue living your lives together, and you always would have.
You're right. All I ever wanted, all I ever did, it was so we could be together. Oh, Theo, why did you have to...
Fuck, man.
I know Theo wanted me to move on, but I'm staying here at the Crimson Caravans to continue our work. We can make a difference here. We can help people, save them. I need nothing more from life than that. So I'll carry on doing what we do, ensuring that goods, people, bearers get where they need to be, bringing smiles to people's faces just like we always have, and to Theo's, wherever he is. This is the life I have chosen, the life I will always choose.
I've made a choice of my own, to continue helping you however I can, whenever you need it.
Thank you, Clive. Let's go on together then, for Theodore.
Trading places. It's completed. Wow. A Scarlet Cyclone piece. We also got a Crimson Caravan signboard. I guess we're just collecting the sign, like all these signs now. The emblem of the Crimson Caravans. Porters of wide renown. They are based in Boklad, where traders from across Valicia flock to browse the 1,000 tables and transport their wares either throughout the Dominion or on down the Crystal Road to the lands beyond. Damn, dude. It was a hard-hitting quest. Very sad. Again, I always am like, you know a quest is gonna get good when the FPS turns to 30. At least to me. Now, could it be at a higher frame rate? Probably with mods. I don't know exactly how that works. But it's like taking it to cinema in a different pattern. I think what we'll do, we have this to turn in and this to turn in. So we'll turn both of those in. We'll see what happens
and
there.
lumps, the lot of them. It's a wonder they can still walk.
And I'll get this renown thing in a moment too. Yote?
Yote, I brought back all the stone and water I could find. Will this be enough?
What if he... Oh, shit. Not reading that one, I'm yawning. One of the few varieties of flora capable of resisting high concentrations of ether, this herb is most often found in and around aether floods. or the fauna that would feast on its nutritious roots often fall prey to their acacia cousins if they don't turn themselves. Here's all three of them.
Yes, my lord. Thank you. I'm sure it will serve us until we can find another source.
I'm very glad to hear it.
You and His Grace are very much alike, you know. You think only of how you might help others, and never of the danger to yourselves.
No more than you have minding my brother. You've risked a lot for him, and I thank you for it.
I am honored that you should say so. But I beg you, my lord, do not give too much of yourself for the sake of others. We could not afford to lose you.
I'll keep that in mind.
Okay. We're up to 1985 renown and level 43. Very nice. And then we have one more quest to turn in over here in Mid's dungeon. Oh, this is the even weirder science. I am expecting great things. The weirdest science. Imagine if there was one more quest and it just says weirdest science.
Ah, Sid! Wasn't expecting you back so soon. So, is it good news or bad?
We have some spherical echoes. No doubt the Fallen had some other purpose in mind for these contrivances than to stud them in the smelter, and would ridicule us for doing so, just as a man of the present day might laugh at a goblin using a carefully filed cogwheel to enliven his hat. That is pretty funny.
Good, thankfully. Here.
That's brilliant! Thanks a blimmin' million!
How much is a blimmin' million?
Smelter right away!
So based on all of these quests that we're doing, or that we've done today, a lot of them seem like they've kind of wrapped up. I'm starting to wonder if we're gonna kind of clean that up a bit.
You. The Telemon Furnace! Ain't bad, is she?
She's a beauty.
Okay.
You saved my bacon again, Sid, and I ain't about to let your good deed go unrewarded.
It's fine, really. My bag's flexible enough already.
Oh, don't say that. I'm sure I can make a few improvements to it yet.
You could just buy me a bigger...
How about that clasp? Looks a bit stiff. Reckon you could loosen it up and make some more room? And I reckon I know how. With a new alloy we've been working on. The Telemon Furnace was just what we needed to perfect it. It's a metal, see? So it's lovely and strong, but it's also, well, stretchy, if you can believe it.
Stretchy metal. Well, if you insist.
That is the spirit. You'll love it.
I can't believe we just got peer pressured by this guy.
So, what do you reckon?
It's actually quite ingenious. Thank you, Owain.
Shh, don't mention it. You earned it. And I wanted to get some practice in using that metal anyway. Reckon we'll have all kinds of uses for it around the hideaway. Can't think of any right now, but that's our job, innit? Dreaming up new ways to make life easier around here. Maybe even out there, too. One day, the whole world's gonna know about the inventions you've helped us put together. That bag of yours will be the first of many. You mark my words.
They'll hardly believe their eyes, I'm sure.
They're going to be seeing me wearing an Owain Vuitton. Expanded Potion Satchel. For the same exotic alloy from which the clasp of the satchel was fashioned be used to craft a suit of armor, it should surely be subtle enough to accommodate even the greediest knight's ever-expanding belly. Drinking lots of potions, probably. Onion Knight armor. Surely someday we'll see Onion Knight armor. Or an Onion Knight. Inventory was maximized. We can now carry 8 regular potions, 5 high potions, strength tonics up to 4, and stone skin tonics up to 4. You have obtained an expanded potion satchel, further increasing your capacity. Is this the last one that we're going? Oh, yep. Upgrade consumable potency and inventory slots to their maximum. So we're done with that. That's kind of wild. It kind of like my theory I was saying earlier. I'm thinking some of the side questing is gonna slow down going forward. Because, like, we just wrapped up a lot of side quest zones, I feel like. We finished the caravans that were down here, wherever they're at, in Baklad. We finished dealing with the caravan stuff. We have some things that I think are going to be wrapping up in... Well, Dravos is done. We don't need to worry about Dravos, I'm sure. Dalamil feels like it's done. The situation with Martha's Rest and Eastpool. Like, it feels like we're kind of reaching the ends of some of these stories. Maybe we'll come back to them for some other stuff, but, like, their arcs feel like they're kind of coming to a close, you know? So I'm wondering if, at a certain point, we're just going to be straight shooting MSQ. That's kind of my theory. Let's see real quick. We have some renowned stuff, potentially.
Welcome to the patrons.
Wouldn't that be nice?
Your benefactors are a generous
Ooh,
lot.
we get 2 things. Okay, so a fitting performance. We get, wow, 20 clutch mines, 50 wear it, 50 magic ash, and 2,500 ability points.
Here you are.
Very nice. And then, oh, and then the note, of course. Natalie reports an unexpected surplus in Delamil's stores, and as means of showing the town's gratitude for past assistance, has expressed her distinct wish that one, Lord Underhill, partake in their good fortune. Don't look at the last... Oh, the question mark? Yeah, I won't. We are the shadows that quicken to the Firebird's wake, and from the shadows do serve our Lord and those who would be his wings. From the Undying, we get the Ring of Swift Shot.
Yours. Best of luck
What
out there.
does that do, I wonder? Or is this what you're talking about? A moment's hesitation can lead to an eternity in the grave. The question marks, okay, yeah. So this is basically hesitation is the seed of defeat, yada yada yada. Lowers charge time for charge magic by 0.2 seconds. It's quite a bit. Is it really? I mean, maybe it would feel faster. I just am not using the charge magic that much. I haven't really found a way to weave it in combat because I'm not usually I'm usually like up front on someone and just beating them up with a sword. It doesn't feel like there's a great way to weave the charge magic unless you can weave if they're like far from you. Yeah, I pretty much am only doing like, even then I'm just like spamming it, kinda. I'm just tapping Y. I'm not really trying to charge it. Okay. I didn't even see this. Oh, will damage magic. I didn't see that. Damn.
Sid?
I'm thinking, chat. Oh, well, we have stuff over here. Let's go to Clive's area. We can read up on that. But we could possibly do a little bit of the MSQ here. But I probably won't be able to do a ton of it tonight.
stew's awfully thin these days.
Shoot, okay. So we got the courage to fight. What happened in Eastpool with the Bears and the Guardians has been a long time coming, and I'm proud that it could finally happen here in Rosaria. The Duchy of Old may be no more, but Archduke Elwin's dream still burns in the hearts of many, and it is through victories such as these that fire will spread. This is only the beginning, Clive, but a fine beginning it is. And in loss there will be found. It is hard to believe Theo is gone. Every morning I wake, I expect him to be there in the stables, watering the birds or readying the packs. Yet he is not, and it is everything I can do to not fall on my knees and weep. Still, I know I have to move on, but that doesn't mean I have to forget. My brother and I built all we have here together, so as long as I still have the caravans, he will ever be with me. And I shall honor him in death by carrying on what he strove for in life. That is what I choose. I'm the thinker. I think if you wanted to end now, it's a good idea, but if you wanted to save for a longer stream, maybe play one of your side games like Vamp Survivors or a bit, that's also big chill. Are you talking about... Are you talking about, like, stopping FF right now and, like, doing a round of Vampire Survivors for a bit? I could get behind that. Because I think chances are... Or do we, like, start MSQ a little bit? Nah, you know what? I like that idea. I like pausing the MSQ, because we might, we have to see what happens. Okay, hear me out. You see this lady with the broom?
The stew's awfully thin these days.
What do you expect? Farmers are abandoning
I
their
thought
fields and
from, like,
trying to
right
sow
here,
roots.
that was, like, a
Most of
glitched
what
out
we have now
ponytail.
comes from here in the Idleway.
Buy the last elixir. You're cooked, I might be, yeah.
Oh, don't tell me we've run out of Pepio nuts and all.
Pepio nuts? Where are the Pepio nuts gone?
Go on, then.
Okay. Oh, we gotta look at our mural area, too. I should buy these. I don't know if I'll use them, but I feel like I should just buy them. Oh, speaking of charged magic, automatically charges magic spells and maintains a charge until cast. Accessories effect will not trigger unless the ability charge magic is learned. There it is, dude. Look at that.
It'd better all be
8 potions.
You're rubbing me blind, you know.
5 high potions.
You'll not find a
Strength
better
tonic,
price than
stone
that.
skin tonic. And yeah, let's buy the last elixir.
It'd
Let's
better
just
all
have
be
it.
here.
We'll just have it. It's sold out completely. So, sell all those. Back up to 200k.
Finished, are you?
Okay, yeah, let's look at the little memento balance over here. Yeah, look at that. I like this thing, man. We got 2 new things. We got the Martha's Rest signboard and then the Crimson Caravan signboard. We're just collecting signboards. That's all it is. Wait, sorry, just checking something. Okay. I think I'm gonna go with that plan. I think for right now, chat, we are done with Final Fantasy. A pretty good session all in all, I would say. Ooh, also we have a lot of ability points. I should probably learn some of the ultimates. I think I'll just, like, go down the line. We'll get a Diamond Dust. And we'll get the upgrade. I'm not gonna master it, but we'll get the upgrade at least. We'll get Earth and Fury. Yeah, we'll get Earth and Fury. And we'll save the points for when we can upgrade that. Things are looking good, though. Things are looking good in general. Okay. For real, let's go ahead. We'll save for the night. It was a good little side quest venture that we had there.